Welcome to Dell City High School as the Wolves have made it to the 2024 OSSAA playoffs, and we're happy to bring them to you today. To start things off, we're going to help you to get to know the players a little bit. MVP interviews from throughout the year. Coming up, you're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV. Tonight, you've got some special guys we want to recognize. Tell us who they are.
Well, first we have our player of the game from last week, DeMario Joyner, had a sack, 10 tackles, really held down the defensive line versus a really good running back. And then this week we have 24 Day Shaw and 20 Dietrich Beavers. I think they got to be co-players of the week. I really challenged them to step up. You know, these are our two senior guys. I said, I'm going to put the ball in your hands, and you guys got to lead us to victory, and they did that tonight. So very proud of these three young men for their effort these past couple weeks, and looking forward to what they can do in the future. So
let's go left to right. Dace, 3 touchdowns tonight. What was the difference tonight as opposed to last week, do you feel?
Offense, we really focused more on moving the ball downfield and getting it in the end zone, capitalizing off defensive stops, and we just did that tonight. And I feel we're going to keep doing it as long as we got our mental right, and I don't know. That's how I feel.
And tonight, of course, you always go both ways. They had a big fullback that we were hearing about all week long. Oh, yeah. Man, I don't know if he's been hit like that ever. It seemed like whenever you came connecting with him, he went the other way. What was your focus defensively?
We gotta stop that wing T. That was the mindset, and I couldn't do it by myself without my brothers. Hey, it's a team sport, and I feel we did it together. So,
Deshaw, one of 2 players of the game tonight. DeMario, last game, tough game, PCN. You know, amongst really a lot of chaos going on the defensive side, you really stood out. The coaches really appreciated your game last week. How did you move and keep your team straight this week for the defensive effort that we were able to put out?
I just tell them boys, keep going and keep your head up. I know last game we was down, but it don't really matter. We got bigger and better goals to be focused about. We got to keep it strong and keep going.
When you're lined up at that defensive position, what is your focus when you're in your 3-point stance or when you're standing up? What really is your responsibility? What are you focusing on?
I got to get to that ball and make sure I'm in the right spots, keep my outside contained, and just main focus is get that ball. Get that ball.
Sack leader, you got another sack tonight. You got a sack against Putnam City North. How big do you feel that is as a defensive play?
Man, I think it's pretty good. I got to keep on working hard, but I like that, you know.
Heck yeah, man. Well, we enjoy watching you play. Deet, you know, we all enjoy watching you play. So you play so big. Tonight, it seemed like you were setting Dace up for the touchdown.
Coach Madonna kept robbing me, man, 4 times. Come on, man. Then I had 2 called back. It was rough.
But it's part of it. I know your goal is to get over 1,500 total yards. Tonight was a good step in that. What was the difference for you tonight as compared to last week when it was so hard on everybody?
I just felt like we had a better week of practice. We were more dialed in. O-line did their job today. They created holes, and we just hit the holes and made plays.
You know, I know you have a family lineage just like you of just tough competitors. I saw you after the game last week. You were surrounded by family. You were not happy. How does their support help you come a week later and perform at the level in which you perform?
Yeah, it's a great support. They tell me I do good every game, even if I have a bad game. And me and my dad actually sit at home and we watch film all the time, and they just support me through my whole journey.
That's a lot of fun, and it's great to hear, and I believe that. Thank you, guys, all 3 of you. Great game tonight as well as last week. Great game tonight, all right? Thank you, guys, our players of the game. And you want to be texting that number, because if you match Coach Madonna's player of the game, you are entered for the BB Woodworks Player of the Game Hardesty Meat giveaway at the end of the season. So you guys all earned Hardesty Meat giveaways. We look forward to that banquet with that meat. All right. We'll keep adding to it. We've got a question for you, Coach, tonight. A lot of good players on the field. Who's our player of the game and why?
Well, it's hard to pick just one. Defensively, holding that quarterback like that to 7 points. But we're going to pick the freshman, his first ever high school start. Okay, he goes down, he recovers a punt, runs into the end zone to give up field position, and the very next punt, he downs it at the 2-yard line to help us seal the game. Had a couple pass breakups. Okay, first ever start, young guy right here, Garrett.
Garrett McCurdy. Garrett, man, talk to us a little bit. That first punt. On the call, I said, he just doesn't know to keep it out. I'd love to see your hustle, though. The very next play, you showed such character, learning what you did the first time, and you really were motoring. Tell us what you were thinking that second time you were coming down the
I
field.
was really thinking just what my coaches told me because they told me just got to learn. Did the next play.
Well, talking about learning, as a freshman, starting in a big game like this for the entire program, as a freshman out on the corner, what did it feel like? Tell us what it felt like tracking that really strong quarterback that they had. What was it like out there on the corner for you tonight?
It felt good. I was a little nervous at first, but Coach had a good game plan, so we came prepared. We got the job done.
Well, Garrett McCurdy, you are the player of the game tonight. Game number 3, you're going to get, your family will receive a $100 meat pack from Hardesty's Meats in Delhi at the ceremony, man. Thank you for a great performance. We mentioned the defense. We mentioned a freshman. This week, I think you've got a sophomore that you want to talk about.
I do. I got a sophomore, Keaton Choate. That's our player of the game, in my opinion. You know, he rotates in at defensive line, never complains, just goes out there, gives it his all, doesn't argue, and then we put him in an opportunity to make a huge play, and he makes it. We drop him in coverage down there in the goal line right before halftime, and he intercepts the football and finishes the half on a positive note, really giving us a lot of energy going into halftime.
So let's bring Keaton Choate in here just for a moment. Keaton, describe what happened on that play. You were a big old boy in the defensive backfield as that ball started coming towards you. What was your assignment, and what did you feel like going through that pivotal play just before halftime?
The coach told me to drop back, watch the quarterback, and then the quarterback just threw it straight to my hands, and I caught it, put my head down, and I ran as hard as I could. That's about it.
So are you a receiver growing up, or was this something new? Were you just a big guy that got lucky catching the ball, or are you pretty happy with your hands?
8th grade year, I was a receiver. Last year, I didn't get to be able to play at all. So, yeah.
Now, talk a little bit about your regular positioning, because normally you're not going to be going backwards on your pass rush. Talk a little bit about this game and what you learned through your time on the field tonight.
I can play every position. I put my head down. I do what the coaches need me to do, what they tell me to do, and I just get it done. I just need to get it done, really.
Get her done. I like that. Get her done, Choate. Here, the player of the game by Coach Madonna. Congratulations. Your family will receive a meat pack from Hardesty's Meats in Delhi. Best meats in Delhi in the entire area. So hands up for that. Thank you to BB Woodworks, Keaton Choate tonight. Well, the last couple of weeks we've had the player of the game with us at the dinner, but tonight you come over, you're hot. You know who you want to talk about.
Yeah, you know, we kind of talked about it, but this guy right here, Lance Williams, you know, he's been great all year. We've had a tremendous field position each game, and a lot of it has to do with him punting. And in the way that he's able to play special teams wise, you know, tonight he pinned them inside the 5 multiple times. Making somebody have to drive 90, 95 yards is extremely tough on an offense. And so he's a huge weapon for us. And then down there, he doesn't panic when we get a high snap on the punt in the end zone, and he's able to make somebody miss and still get a punt off to where it isn't catastrophic for us. And so for us, you know, a lot of guys played well. A lot of guys deserve it, but we feel like to help us win the most, Lance Williams.
Lance, man, you do so much on so many different positions. But first of all, let's talk about your punting. How long have you been punting, and why do you feel you're so good? And I know it's hard for you. You don't like to talk about yourself, but we're going to hear this.
Yeah, I've been punting for 2 years now. Last year was my first year, and I think I'm just a natural at it. Just a gift from God, I guess.
I love that. Now, you're on the defensive side of the ball. We see that so often, right? Now, though, you're punting. you're probably one of the best punters, if not the best rated punter in the state. Tell us, are you liking punting maybe even a little bit better than defense?
Not really. Well, I definitely like hitting better, but punting's pretty fun, I guess. Just getting to go and just kick the ball as far as I can is pretty fun.
Everybody this season, whenever you come out there, we know that we're going to have something positive happen, whether it's on the defensive side or we're about to punt the ball. Lance William, you're a well-deserved MVP of tonight's game. Thank you very much for your efforts and your leadership on this team.
Thank you.
Our community businesses congratulate the Wolves on making the playoffs. Pine Cliff Printers, Eric's Pharmacy, Sonic Drive-Ins, Gordon Cooper Technology Center, Hardesty Meats and Deli, Casterkey Auto Mart, Air Force One Heating and Air Conditioning, Vision Bank, Jimmy Fincher at Bunks, Shawnee Milling Company, Community Renewal, OK Classics, Everybody's Friend, Tommy Smith, The House of Flowers, Chuck Mills of Mills Machine, Sooner Stoneworks, Uplift Mentoring. ShawneeCTV is proud to bring you 21 years of Wolves football. Our community businesses congratulate the Wolves on making the playoffs. Jeff Chamblin Insurance, Sparks Heat and Air, Primrose Retirement Community, Victory Family Church, Berkshire Hathaway Benchmark Realty, First United Bank, Temple Baptist Church, Watson and Sons Carpet and Tile Cleaning, BB Woodworks, A&S Roofing. ShawneeCTV is proud to bring you 21 years of Wolves football. Welcome to playoff football, home of Del City Eagles. The Wolves coming on the field as the crowd comes up strong, as we are used to as Shawnee Wolves fans. And tonight, a high-powered Del City squad is welcoming in our Shawnee Wolves. The name of the game tonight for the Wolves is Can Dietrich Beavers Ground Game Get Rolling? Dietrich Beavers is a key to our offensive strategies as Zyron Campbell, as the quarterback goes, so goes the offense. Zyron needs Dietrich. He needs to be able to hand that ball off to Deet, and Deet pick up his 5 to 8 yards every time he touches it. That opens up a lot of things downfield for the quarterback, and that is what has been a problem the last 2 weeks, weeks in which the Wolves offense has been sputtering. It's been obvious defenses are keying on the 170-pound Dietrich Beavers as one of the leading rushers in the state. He comes in at almost 1,200 yards. He needs combined yardage tonight, 145 yards to meet his 1,500 total yards goal, and it's going to be on the shoulders of the smallest man on the field tonight to get our offense rolling. On the defensive side, Ryan High and his defense is going to be up against a very powerful Del City Eagles offense. They're averaging above 40 points a game. They started off with a loss in the season in which they were blanked by an Edmond school, and they came back and blanked Booker T. Washington in week 2, 35-0, and they have been rolling ever since. A 9-game winning streak for the Eagles. They are one of the favorites to win it all in 2024. The Wolves trying to play spoiler tonight as our captains Ryan High, Jameer Owens, Dietrich Beavers, and Dace Shaw got us the ball to start things off. It is playoff football. Sophomore Ramel Slaughter in the backs. Offensive starters for the Wolves tonight should be Ejon Thomas, Ramel Slaughter, and Dace Shaw on the receiving ends. Demery Hodges, the tight end. Quarterback, of course, Zyron Campbell, Dietrich Beavers alongside him. In our offensive line, Chuffy Waldron, Kendall Gillum, Caden Bramlich, and Jaquan Evans will be in, as well as we get back tonight Logan Skelton. We might see a little bit of him on the offensive side, but I think those duties are going to be reserved for sophomores Ethan Lane, Rosario Serena, and senior Warrior Squire. As big hit laid, and as the Wolves will get set up at their own 29-yard line. 1st and 10. As they'll call the play on the sideline. It looks like Ethan Lane is going to start at that guard position as he runs out there. Dace in motion. Zyron looking to go. He gets it to Dietrich in traffic and just unable to hang on. 2nd down and 10. Zyron with good time. You like to see that.
Second and 10 from 29.
So 2nd and 10. Jay Hunt close to us. That's Dietrich. He's going to be taken down at the 32. I'm sorry, that's Dace Shaw on the run. Pickup of 2. And 3rd and 8 from the 31-yard line. Again, the Wolves side actually packed compared to the home side. Love to see everybody travel tonight with the Wolves. Zyron looks over the middle. He's got a 1st down catch by Ramel Slaughter. Good delivery by Zyron as it's going to be marked at the 44-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup and a Wolves 1st down. Good delivery by Zyron. You see it there. And good hands by the sophomore. He's had a couple over the last couple of games that I know he'd like to have back. He is just, every coach that coaches Ramel says he's an athlete. And you need athletes in big games. And again, just a sophomore. Dietrich trying to get outside. Sure tackle, though, by the defensive end. Again, hard to see the numbers in red and black. That's going to be number 25. As we'll get that. That would be Christian Akadari on the tackle. That's going to bring up a loss of 8 back to the 36. 2nd and 18. The give to Beavers again as he's trying to make it through the line, and just too many of them. As he's going to pick up a couple, gets it. Well, now he gets it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd Third down and long for the Wolves. They've got 18 to play here. Jay Hunt on the close side along with Tyree Fleeks and Day Shaw. Ramel Slaughter up top. Zyron sets and pumps over the middle, and that was a contested pass, incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Homer and Blackwolf are back deep for the Eagles.
I couldn't tell if that one was tipped or not, as Dace just unable to come up with it. That brings in Lance Williams. The Wolves did get a first down. You got to like that on the first drive. Now, can the defense stop the high-powered offense? Lance with a good recovery, and Del City going to have a good field position after that bad snap. It's going to be a kick of about 18 yards to the 47-yard line. We'll take a break. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV.
For over 50 years, Fred's Tire and Battery has served Central Oklahoma with tires, batteries, and service for cars, trucks, and tractors. Friendly and affordable, with 2 locations in Shawnee. Fred's Tire and Battery, a name you can trust.
First and 10 from the 48-yard line. That's going to be into the backfield. They can throw off of that. No need to, as it's going to be Jaden Smith, it looks like, on the tackle over there.
Brings it down into Shawnee territory.
And I believe that was Palmer. It was on the run, the junior, as he gets it down to the Shawnee 44-yard line. Pickup of 8. And second down and 2. Get you the Shawnee defensive starters in a moment. A lot of motion by DC. They go up the middle. Going to be a flag in the backfield. Not sure if they had 2 of them moving at once. We'll check the flag. Yes, it was illegal motion on the offense. That should back them up 10, as Jay Smith in there again along with Jameer Owens. Should back them to their own 47-yard line probably. We shall see. It shall. And that'll bring up, no, it's a 5-yard, I'm sorry. Takes them to the Shawnee 47-yard line. I don't know. That didn't move them back 5. I think there was a mistake there. But, oh well, moves them back 3 yards. And first and 10, they go to the outside. White jersey's there. Unable to bring him down immediately. But it's going to get down to the 44. And you see the first one there is Garrett McCurdy, and he brings him down unassisted. Good job by the freshman. And it's inside the 44, just inside the 44. So third down and a long one, we call it. There's the over the side, and Palmer is going to be taken down by Dace. Good move in the backfield all the way down to the 31-yard line. Pickup of 13 and a first down.
Eagles have it first and 10 at the Shawnee 32.
Marked at the 32-yard line, so a pickup of 12, still a first down. Again, Dace at the safety position making that tackle. They're going to get it up the middle. See Nolan over there as well as Ramel Slaughter on the tackle. It will be a pickup of another 10 yards and a Del City first down. Marked at the 22.
First and 10 from the Shawnee 22.
The give to the close side. Chasing is Williams. Chasing is not going to be good. All the way in for a touchdown. 22-yard touchdown run. I see no flags on the field. And the Wolves just unable to handle that speed of Holmes. As the Del City offense does what the Del City offense does, and that is score TDs. With 6:23 remaining, they set up for their kick. That's a drive of 3 minutes and 6 seconds. 5 plays. Kick is good. 52 yards, and Del City leads 7-0. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV. Together we build community one season at a time.
Discover the sweet side of Shawnee at St. Gregory's Abbey. Here our monks care for over 300 beehives and work together to package and provide pure, delicious local honey to our Shawnee neighbors.
On Benedict Street, Hardesty's Market and Deli is your go-to for all your local meat needs. It's also the perfect spot for lunch, offering your favorite local sandwiches, dips, sweets, and more. Support locals. Stop by Hardesty's Market and Deli today.
A&S Roofing. Quality roofing built to last. Dedicated to high-quality work, pays attention to the details. So get started on your roofing project today with A&S Commercial and Residential Roofing and Contracting.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
Cheer squad, the Chum doing a great job, as they always do, for the traveling Shawnee fan base and the home fan base, for that matter. As Ramel Slaughter again is deep, you have Dietrich and Dace Shaw on the flanks. As Del City set to kick. It's going to go to Dietrich. He makes a fair catch from the 24-yard line, where that will be Shawnee first down. I don't blame Deet after the last hit he sustained. That's a smart play. So 1st and 10 for the Wolves as they trot out. We didn't get you the defensive starters, but I'll reiterate the offensive ones for you. You got Chuffy Waldron on the line, sophomore Ethan Lane, Kendall Gillum at center, Caden Bramlich, and Jaquan Evans are the ones up front protecting now Garrett McCurdy, who is in there as a Wildcat. McCurdy trying to take it up the middle. He's going to be met in the backfield, and that's going to be no gain, 2nd down. As trying a little different look, the Wolves lose a yard, 23 yards. As Del City's big, fast defensive line all over that. McCurdy stays in at
running back with Zyron set at quarterback to receive the kick, or receive the snap, I'm sorry. And he's going to take a sack. He thought about throwing it and didn't let it go, and that was all that was needed for the DC line to get it smothered. As the clock continues to run, it is going to be third down and very long after the sack. A loss of 5. Loss of 6 back to the 17. They might be on the 18. We'll go the 17. Going the wrong way, though. Loss of 7, so it's 3rd and 17 for the Wolves. Zyron with a good get on the snap. That's going to be picked off for a touchdown. Not sure what happened there. We might see it on the replay as Zyron, it's a quick snap, and he gets it over there and just throws it high. He was looking for Dietrich, and pick 6. That does not bode well for the Wolves, goes without saying. But the Wolves will come back out as they trail 14-0, 4:47 to go in the first. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV. Watch live. We are back, and again, obstacles present opportunities. With 4:47 to go, Del City with the pick 6. That's always tough for a team to respond from. It's happened a couple of times this year, and that's McCurdy making the fair catch. This one at the 38-yard line where Shawnee will begin. It's happened a couple of times this year. PC North in the first game. It happened again against Bishop Kelly, and it'll be interesting to watch Zyron here, as still early in the game, a lot of game in front of us. Can the junior quarterback keep his head here and deliver good balls? So far in the first quarter, they've really been good balls, save that one. That one just a little bit high over a smaller receiver, so I sure hope to see it go well here. Dace trying to get away, but that Del City defensive line just tearing up our offensive line. That's a loss of 1 on the play, and that will bring up second. Actually, a loss of 5 on the play as they go all the way back to the 34. Second down and 10. Nobody blocked there as Palmer broke through untouched. You'll see big number 1 just come right on, and we moved out of the way.
Freeman had his hands on it. It's third down.
Not sure. Well, I would have thought that's the center's responsibility. It could have been that guard's responsibility as they were setting up the screen as well, and just not picked up. But got to give Zyron protection better than what happened there. He gets rid of it quick. And Zyron, I like to see him throwing it on time, that's for sure. And he had Ramel, and he put it there just out of his reach. So another 4th down for the Wolves as Lance comes in. His brother Kyle, the freshman, is his long snapper now. And that's more like a Lance Williams punt right there, as that was his brother just missing. The tackle is going to be made by Tyner. As good kick by Lance. Del City going to start at about their own 31-yard line. Defense again back on the field. And let's see if they can stop this offense. Starts at the 31. Going to be a penalty motion, I would think. Going to back them up to the 26-yard line, 1st and 20. After the penalty. And starters on the defensive side, Mario Joyner, Logan Skelton, of course. Keaton Choate will be spelling them. Jamar Favors in there as well. They have all 4 of them in there at the moment. Lance Williams is at one end. Well, we'll just go. Jaden Smith, Nolan Ward, Toby Gray, and Lance Williams are going to be all over those linebackers. Ryan High, of course, bounces between all 4 of those slots. Garrett McCurdy, Jaden Hunt, Ramel Slaughter, and Dace Shaw make out the backfield. We also have Jameer Owens on the defensive side, getting a lot of look. Gonna see another flag, and it's again motion. Back him up another 10. That should make it 1st down and 20. And let's see if that ends up helping the Wolves or not. Clock has not started, stuck on 3:50. Del City back on their own 21-yard line. We need a big break on the defensive side here. Maybe our own pick 6 for a touchdown. A lot of motion. Going to be flag, and
Early flag on the play. Black Wolf was on the carry.
It's going to be against Del City. Movement again. It didn't stop this time. They're going to decline the penalty after the defense gave up a yard, I believe, on the play. As the ball is marked where on the... Well, they picked up 4. They made it to the 25. So 2nd down and 16 would be my take. After that penalty is declined. They throw it to the sideline, complete, but Jaden Smith is there, and that's not going to pick up anything, as he'll knock him down at the 26-yard line. And that's a gain of 2. They mark it up at the 27, actually. So a gain of 3, and that brings up 3rd down and a long 13. With the ball on the 27. Jay Hunt on this close side now in at cornerback. Ramel Slaughter is on the other side. McCurdy getting a spell. Mario Joyner going deep. They're over the middle. And good play by Dace. Takes the ball away from the receiver. And that falls incomplete as the senior Dace Shaw with a good defensive stop here. You see the ball there, but Dace too big on the hit. That brings up 4th down for Del City from their own 27-yard line. And it looks like they're going to punt. Dace goes deep. Good time for one of the leading punt returners in 5A to have a big punt return and set up his offense. 2:38 you see on the clock here in the first. The kick goes away, shouldn't be returned as it's going to go out of bounds at the 45-yard line. That's where we'll mark it as you're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV. Together we're building community one season at a time. It's Sonic Good at all 4 of our Shawnee locations. Great food, great fun, the best hamburgers in town. Keeps everybody smiling. Parties or gatherings, there's room for everyone. It's always a good time, Sonic good time at our Shawnee Sonic. The defense holds, you like to see that as we go back to the Wildcat with McCurdy 6 yards off the ball. Zyron is lined up at receiver along with Slaughter. Here comes Dietrich, and McCurdy keeps it off the left side, and he's going to fight his way. Good fight there shown by the freshman as he's going to pick up 2 yards when he was hit a yard behind the line by that big defensive line. Again, we're not getting the motion we need from up front. Del City definitely winning at the point of attack. And that's hard for the backs. McCurdy with good fight, though. Zyron now sets up, I believe it's McCurdy next to him, and Beavers behind him. Jay Hunt on the close side, and the give is to McCurdy, and he's going to be taken down, popped at the 47, as Del City bringing the muscle. A pickup of 1 at the 48, and that's going to bring up 3rd down. And a big opportunity for the offense to get a first down here. Jay Hunt, Tyree Fleeks on the close side. Beavers coming this way. Dace Shaw on the far side. And the give is to Dace. That's going to be a first down as the Wolves take it into Del City territory up to the 41-yard line of Del City for the first down. That's an 11-yard pickup for the Wolves. And a first down earned. Second one of the game for the Wolves. It's going to be Dietrich Beavers, just not getting any daylight is Dietrich. He needs a little bit of light in order to make it work. We're not giving it to him. Hit immediately, brought down for a 1-yard loss, back to the 43. Hunt, Shaw, Fleeks on the close side. Ramel Slaughter up top. Zyron looking for Ramel, puts it in his gut and just unable to hold on to it. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 11. That was there. Tough catch, good coverage. And that combination will see a lot. Hopefully we'll be seeing a lot of them next year as Jay Hunt, also just a junior, as the Wolves have some skilled players coming back. And Deet in the slot on the far side. Everything else remains the same. Zyron calls for it. He gets rid of it. just again, not enough time back there as that goes 4th down and a little bit too long. The Wolves smartly choose to punt, I think, with 23 seconds to go in the quarter. Give as much green for their defense to use behind them. Lance unable to get that snap as it came back in a weird way. Now you kind of, yep, just unable to handle it. That is going to give a 1st down on the fumbled punt.
Eagles will have the 1st and 10 at the Shawnee 46-yard line. 1st and 10.
Del City starting with 17 seconds to play here in the 1st at the Shawnee 46-yard line. The Wolves going to the far side. Defense is there. They bring them down, and that's going to be Day Shaw. No gain on the play. 2nd down from the 47. Tackle for a loss. And that'll end the 1st quarter. Thanks for tuning in. Shawnee trails 14-0 here on ShawneeCTV.
Castor Key Auto Mart, online or in person. Castor Key Auto Mart, they're good people to deal with. At McElroy and Owens Funeral Group, your loved one never leaves our care. From your first phone call at the time of loss through final resting, we are with you. Stop by McElroy and Owens for a visit today.
A lot of people don't know we started Eric's Pharmacy in 1995. So we've been going strong for over 29 years. We had a chance to spruce things up, put in new flooring, new shelving, and it really, really came together beautifully. We invite everyone to come by and take a look.
Air Force One Heat and Air Conditioning offers competitive pricing, licensed technicians, and over 25 years of experience. Air Force One is a hometown company. Contact Tim or Terry Muirhead with Air Force One.
2nd and 11 gives up the middle, and the tackle is going to be made by Jameer Owens. It's going to be a pickup of 8 as they mark it down at the 39-yard line of the Wolves. That's going to be 3 yards short of a 1st down, 3rd and 3. Actually, it's at the, 39. As Owens with the good open field tackle. And Del City gonna run it again. This time gonna pick up, I think he's gonna get enough for the 1st. It's gonna be close. It's definitely close enough for them to go for it, as it looks like they're at the 37. So they're less than a yard for a 1st, maybe a full yard, as it's 4th down. The Wolves have been great this year on 4th down. They come up for these plays, that's for sure. Let's see if they can stop them here. It's going to be on Joyner and Favors. Choate's out there. Williams. They give it up the middle, and they're not going to get it. The Wolves again. Big Lance Williams is going to lay the wood along with Choate as the Wolves front stops them. There you see Lance making the hit in the backfield. Choate getting up as well. Turnover on downs as Shawnee is going to get the ball back on the offensive side at their own 37-yard line.
I'm telling you, the Wolves have been very good on fourth down all year long. You love to see that from Coach Mike Blitch's defense. As Zyron takes the snap, he's over the middle. And again, just Zyron just not having any time to be able to actually plant his feet and throw that. If he puts some air under that, he might have Dace, but just no way to make that happen as the Wolves go to second down and 10. Dietrich up the middle, not going anywhere.
No gain on the play. Eagle swarm. Third down.
You like to see the blocking downfield, but again, just they're not getting anything, any movement.
All right, Eagle fans, it's third down. Let's go, let's go!
So 3rd and 10 as Deet fights to get back to that line of scrimmage. Zyron calls for it. Going to be a flag, and Zyron goes down. Just nobody busting open as the receivers were gnarled up. And that was thrown right in the gut of Hold. And yeah, that's going to be declined after the sack. Back to, the ball should be marked at the 27, I believe. Maybe the 28, so a loss of 9. Again, quarterback's going to need more time than that. This is playoff football. These young men are getting a taste of what the top teams in the 5A look like. And Lance gets that one to turn over nicely. And the Wolves, Jay Hudd knocks it down at the 39-yard line. We'll take a break. You're watching Wolves Athletics on ShawneeCTV. Watch live.
Experience the wholesome goodness of St. Gregory's Abbey. Our monks raise healthy, pasture-raised beef, free from antibiotics and hormones. Available in the Monks Marketplace inside the front monastery doors every Tuesday through Saturday.
For over 50 years, Fred's Tire and Battery has served Central Oklahoma with tires, batteries, and service for cars, trucks, and tractors. Friendly and affordable, with 2 locations in Shawnee. Fred's Tire and Battery, a name you can trust.
Del City with an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, I believe. They haven't marked it off yet. I'm just going by what was announced. I didn't see the white hat actually make the call towards which side. I'm glad he's going back that way. I didn't see the play at all. But that's on Del City, which will make it 1st and 10 from their own, I think, 24-yard line. Yep, that's where they mark it. And it is 1st and 10 from the 24 after 15 yards tacked onto the beautiful Lance Williams punt. The field definitely flipped for the Wolves here as a defense. Can we get in and make something happen? That's Lance Williams getting them down back to the 10. Lance having a great game so far early on. Another tackle for the loss all the way back to the 11, which is going to be a loss of 12. 13 on the play and bring up 2nd down and 23 for the Del City Eagles. Lance Williams, I really liked him at defensive end last year. He made plays all over the field from that position. He's doing it again tonight as he likes that three-point stance, I think. Choate in there, Favors in there, and Mario Joyner in there as well on that defensive line. They're doing great. Lance steps back, gets out of it. They're going to go to the side. That's going to be a fumble. Incomplete pass as big hit by Jay Hunt. Like to see that from the junior as he comes up and he lays a pop on the receiver as you're supposed to do it. And Jay with another big play as the Wolves get a 3rd down and 23 after that incomplete pass. Almost got the turnover. Jaden Hunt playing well. We got Jaden Hunt out there at 13 and Jaden Smith out there. Jaden Smith Leonard, number 16. And they're going deep down the field. Jaden is out there. Good defensive pressure by Jaden Hunt as you see his speed running with him as he had some help back there. Jameer was back there, as was Dace, and that's going to bring up 4th down from the Del City 11. Good, again, good defensive stand by the Wolves. We anticipate a Del City punt here. Maybe a break for the Wolves can help turn this momentum a little bit. It's going to be a good punt. Dace takes it at his 40, and he has a little bit of space to the 50 into Del City territory as Dace is going to make it down to the 42-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 41. And good 18-yard return by Dace Shaw sets the Wolves up in Del City territory with 8:08 showing on the clock here before halftime. So I did not see a flag, but they're talking about something somewhere going down. So the ball, Dace brought it back to the 42, but I don't think it's going to stay there by the way things are looking. I'm not sure what the white hat is doing. They're maybe a block in the back. I did not see what the call, but they're going to mark it back against the Wolves, it looks like. Dace got farther than where they're starting.
There was a penalty flag on the play, holding on Shawnee. What?
Didn't see the flag, but the call now holding on Shawnee. There is a lot of confusion, but so let's see where that might have taken place.
They're going to take 10 yards from the spot.
So they move it back to the Shawnee 48 on the penalty. So didn't see it, but that's all right. I'm sure it happened. As I don't know why the Wolves faithful just are
complaining too much on that. It's just a call on the return. And they talked about it. Presumably they got it right. Back to the Shawnee 48-yard line where it's 1st and 10, which is a blessing. And that's going to be McCurdy fighting for a yard. He gets up to the 49-yard line. We need the offensive line to pick it up a little bit here, as that line of scrimmage is just too mangled to get the running game going, and we need that running game going. Those guys know that, and they're working for it, I'm sure. It's just a tight and tough Del City defensive line as they are taking up space. That four-man front doing what it needs to. McCurdy in the Wildcat, 2nd down and 9. And he keeps it. He's going to throw it over the middle. That's Lance Williams. Not sure what happened.
Penalty was false start on Shawnee. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down.
Let's see that replay again if we can. The call is false start on Shawnee. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. That was the best play of the night for Shawnee. Called back, and 5 more yards taken off. So we're back to the 44-yard line after the penalty. We had been playing penalty free until this drive, actually, and that was a major bonus. Siren. Flags down the field, incomplete. And a couple more penalties on the Wolves. No, maybe they're going against. Shot block against the Wolves. So that's going to move the Wolves. Wow. The Wolves had their best position of the night at the 42-yard line after the Dace Shaw return, and we've just been going backwards with penalties. And this is going to move them further back, and we're in that dangerous just before the halftime zone. Wow. They're marking it off to start from the 36-yard line. Moving them back another 10 all the way to the 26. And now they're moving them another 5. 15 from the spot of the foul. That was a 20-some-odd yard penalty. The Wolves just can't have those kind of things going on and expect good results against a good playoff team. 6:52 to play before half. Wolves going to talk about it. We will too. We'll be back.
Discover the sweet side of Shawnee at St. Gregory's Abbey. Here our monks care for over 300 beehives and work together to package and provide pure, delicious local honey to our Shawnee neighbors.
On Benedict Street, Hardesty's Market and Deli is your go-to for all your local meat needs. It's also the perfect spot for lunch, offering your favorite local sandwiches, dips, sweets, and more. Support local. Stop by Hardesty's Market and Deli today.
A&S Roofing. Quality roofing built to last. Dedicated to high-quality work, pays attention to the details. So get started on your roofing project today with A&S Commercial and Residential Roofing and Contracting.
So the good news is it stays 2nd down. They did fix it back to the 26-yard line rather than the 21. But it's still a long way. The Wolves got to go all the way to the Del City 42 for a 1st down. We need to get some of it back. We need right here. We need to get up to the 40, 45-yard line to have a decent shot. Still a tough shot. I had a 3rd down.
But we need to cut it in half here. Over 30 needed for a first. They take it to the outside, and Ramel is going to make the first one miss, and then he's going out of bounds. So he caught it up around the 32. On his move, though, he went backwards. So let's see where they mark it. They're going to mark it at the 31. That's generous. Pickup of 5 was a positive play. Third down and a long way to go. Let's see if we just go for another positive play here. It is a give to Dietrich, and he's going to pop it to the outside. Flag comes down late. Dietrich with a good run, but a flag down, which is a signal of holding usually. Yep, that's the mark. Another Shawnee penalty on this drive. That's the 4th Shawnee penalty on the drive. Where prior to in the half, we had been playing penalty free, and we've kept ourselves in the ball game by doing that. So Del City declines the penalty, and that was friendly of them to do. But they want the ball back with some time left, with 6:35 to go before the halftime. They want their offense back on the field. It's 4th down from the 44-yard line. And so the punt upcoming. The offense able to keep the ball for a little while. The defense has had a breather. That's good. Good snap and a good punt. Going to go, well, it's going to go out of bounds at about the 34 probably. Let's see where they mark it. I don't see the line judge going down that way. He's sure taking his time to get to whatever his spot is. And it's at the 29-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 30. That was odd, just how that transpired. It's all right. 6:27 to go here in the half. Del City going to start at their own 30-yard line. Wolves defense has played great so far. Let's see if we can get out of the penalty zone that we've been in over the last couple of minutes. And it looks like the first one there is going to be choked, as the big nose tackle in there fighting off and getting that tackle. Been very impressed with Keaton Choate, just a sophomore, all year long. Coaches on the defensive side really like the work that he does. It's going to be a pickup of 4. Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Eagles. Going to go back up the middle. And Ramel Slaughter, almost got that tackle. We'd like to have seen it. And they're going to go all the way into Wolves territory at the 49-yard line. And the Wolves just unable to make that open field tackle right there. As Smith and Shaw, and coming in is Ryan High, as they get to the 50. 1st and 10. Clock continues to run with 5 minutes to play here. 5:15 before the half. They're going deep over the middle, and Shaw is back there. Good defensive pressure. I believe that was Jaden Hunt as well in his cornerback spot. Second time they've tried to test Jaden Hunt, and he's been up to the task each time on that deep ball. Shaw all over it. Second down and 10. Beautiful night for football. Wolves faithful here. They're pulling out the blankets now. Fun to watch. Come on, Wolves. Stop them here. Second and 10. They're bringing it. They got him, but they're just getting dragged. Jameer Owens as they go into Shawnee territory at the Shawnee 46-yard line. And it's a long 46, might be the 47. That's going to bring up third down. And we're going to call it 7 for fun. I want it to be 7, and I want us to get a stop here. Clock continues to roll with 4:33 as defense with a big third down here. Can we stop them? As all the time necessary, and they throw it up for grabs. As good defensive pressure, I think Ramel Slaughter was on the, Ramel Slaughter was on the initial defense there, as Day Shaw coming up over the top as the defensive backfield doing their job. There was just nowhere for them to throw that ball as they had time to do it. Now they've got fourth down from their 47. Opportunity for the defense to set up the offense here. And again, the defense has been good on fourth down all year long. One of the best Ds in the state, percentage-wise. And Del City gonna go for it. And no, they're not. They're going to take a penalty. We're going to take a break. 4:15 to go. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV.
Our community businesses congratulate the Wolves on making the playoffs. Pine Cliff Printers, Eric's Pharmacy, Sonic Drive-Ins, Gordon Cooper Technology Center, Hardesty Meats and Deli, Castor Key Auto Mart, Air Force One Heating and Air Conditioning, Vision Bank, Jimmy Fincher at Bunks, Shawnee Milling Company, Community Renewal, OK Classics, Everybody's Friend, Tommy Smith, The House of Flowers, Chuck Mills of Mills Machine, Sooner Stoneworks, Uplift Mentoring. ShawneeCTV is proud to bring you 21 years of Wolves football.
Big fourth down for the Wolves defense. Can we get off the field here as pressure put over the top? And it's going to be incomplete as it falls to the ground. And the Wolves defense hold. This is big for the Wolves as there you see it hit the ground as the Wolves able to make turnovers on downs again on defense, setting the offense up with 4 minutes really to play in the first half. This could really be a big deal for the Wolves offense to get something rolling here, as we're just in a two-score ball game. Jaden Hunt down low here. Ramel Slaughter up top. The shift comes on. They have all 5 players. They go back in motion with Zyron, and McCurdy just unable to make that play, as he had no chance in the backfield. The block's just not made. Second down and long. So back from their 42 Zyron sacked. The Wolves just going the wrong direction as that Del City defensive line just having their way with the offensive line. They're going to
on the field called by the referee.
call an on-field as I think they're saying that a player has to sit, and it might be our center, Kendall Gillum. Not sure exactly why. Coaching staff taking a look at him, as is the trainer. That's going to bring third down. We're back at our 33-yard line. So a loss of 10 on that sack. Plenty of time before the snap has to take place as the clock continues to roll. I would think they're letting it roll as long as they can. Zyron going to call for it now. And he's got him on the sideline. Oh, just unable to pull it in. Put it where he needed to in order to get a completion. Would have got us closer. We still would be punting. We just would have had that 10 yards probably. The connections from quarterback to receiver this season has been tough. It seems that when one's on, the other's off. But that'll come with practice and some more hard work. That's going to be a high punt, fair catch called for and caught at the 27-yard line. Another good punt by Lance Williams. Puts them back at the 27-yard line. And big time moment in this ball game. Del City gets the ball after halftime. They get the ball back, so we want to be able to hold them here, of course, but it's doubly important, and it's been hard to do. This year. Going to take it up to the 39-yard line, so they go from the 27 to the 39. Another first down. So the ball sits at the 40. Pickup of 12 on the run. Now they go to the outside. Defense gonna knock him down at the 43-yard line, the Shawnee 43-yard line, a pickup of 17. Another first down for the Eagles. And again, this has been a vulnerable spot for the Wolves throughout the year. And the clock continues to run with 1:50. Come on, defense. They've been on the field a lot. They're going to stop them there. The clock will continue to run. The ball will be at the 42-yard line. Demario Joyner on the tackle. .123 as Del City taking their time, second down and 9. And to go over the top, picked off. That's Ryan High with the interception. Ryan gets it done as interception by the senior quarterback on the defense. Great to see that play, as the defense must have seen that on film, as Ryan was right there ready. Love to see it for that young man. Good moment on the in the playoffs for him. And that's what we need to see. So with the turnover, the Wolves get it back with 1:08 to go. How fitting could it be? Can Shawnee make something happen here from their own 36-yard line? Over the middle, Hunt is going to get the completion, and he should have a first down. Put on the money by Zyron, and they mark it second down and from the 47. Up the middle, Zyron's going to be tackled in the backfield at the 43. Timeout by the Wolves with 34 seconds. We'll keep it here, as the first down play is a sack. Let's see where they end up marking it. They do mark it at the 43-yard line, so it's a loss of 4 after the first down toss. I like to see that, as Zyron has been pretty accurate tonight, and he's had a few balls, of course, fly on him, but he's just not been able to get settled in the pocket at all. And that, again, is evidence after a good throw to Jaden Hunt and a first down. They weren't able to do anything just because of the attack from that Del City defensive line. "34 seconds to go. Can the Wolves break a play here on second down and 14? Probably closer to 13, but I'm calling it 14. Get rid of it, Zyron. Get rid of it, Zyron. Come on, Zyron. Go, buddy, go. Go upfield, Zyron. Go upfield, Zyron. And he gets out at the 39. He's going to scramble down to the Del City 39. Great play by our quarterback. And he picks up enough for a first. Out of bounds, so the clock should stop at 21 and should stay there. Zyron's smart to get out of bounds. I was thinking he could have cut up and maybe got another few yards in the middle of the field, but he was heading for the out of bounds. The Wolves with only one timeout remaining. Good scamper. Quick to the sideline. Ooh, he's got to get that one up a little bit for Ramel. He doesn't want to make a mistake there and have it picked off, of course. But he needs that up a little bit. And they've been working with him. Coach Brown's been working with him on that for accuracy. You don't want to miss him high. And early in the season, he was missing a lot high. And you much rather it be safe as you're getting better. So the Wolves in a good spot, second down and 10 from the 39-yard line. You know, they probably need to pick up at least 10 to give Rhett any kind of a chance. He could pop a 45-yarder possibly, but that would be at the edge. Zyron up in the pocket. He lets it go deep. Touchdown! Oh, wow! What a throw by Zyron Campbell, as he had his receiver at the end zone. And just, as we said, it just, you know, just not clicking between receiver and quarterback this year. It's like when one makes a great play, the other just can't quite come through. And that would have been big for the Wolves with 13 seconds to play. And you like to see it happen. You'd like to see that connection be made, but you like to see that happen, meaning, you know, 9 out of 10 times they're going to catch that ball. Dietrich is, and he goes out of bounds. He needed to not go out of bounds. So the snap came back a little bit quick. And the Wolves end up back at their own 32-yard line. The Wolves, unfortunate that they stepped out of bounds there, honestly. They should have just laid down and let the clock roll. But a lot of emotion, especially after a potential touchdown, really dropped in the end zone as the Wolves just a little bit of mistakes there. That's the man. That's the adrenaline of the game here as we're back at the 31-yard line. Our own 31-yard line, a loss of a lot on that play. That was a loss of 30. Punt team gonna go out. The Wolves can settle in here. Lance gets away. Stay in bounds. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. They did, and that is the last play of the half after the punt. The Wolves escape at Del City down just 14-0 after giving up 14 points early. They've played rough, and they are in this ball game. We look forward to a great second half. Stay with us. I hope you enjoy it. We'll be back for the second half after this. Got an MVP with us, Coach. The reveal has happened last Friday night. Jaden Smith, talk a little bit about why this is our MVP.
Well, first and foremost, one thing that makes Jaden a real special player for us is he plays with relentless effort. All the time, you never have to question it. You never have to wonder if he's going to. He plays hard, even when he's outmatched or oversized or outspeed. He just goes hard, and that allows him to make plays. And versus Booker T, he was one that really stood out as just a guy that was accepting and ready of the moment and didn't let everything else cloud his performance and just played hard all night long to the tune of 7 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Then he had a huge block that set up our score. So when you're down like we were, sometimes it's easy just to kind of succumb to the thought that you're going to lose and not play with the effort that you want. And that's kind of the things we're trying to change around here. And he's a prime example of the right way to do it and to continue playing hard no matter the time, score, just play every play like it's supposed to. And Jaden did that Friday night, and that's why he's our MVP.
Congratulations, Jaden. I remember the first time that I recognized you on the ball field, and I think it was against Ardmore. Your hair flying from the back. You're on the outside, making tackles inside, outside. I want to talk. First of all, I want to ask you: have you ever saw that movie of this guy called Sunshine?
You want to know what's funny, Coach? So I had actually just watched that movie this weekend, and they've been talking about it since sophomore year. Beginning of sophomore year, calling me Sunshine, and I've just finally watched the movie, so it was a pretty good movie, though. I get why y'all call me Sunshine, though.
That's right. I want to go back a little bit. Jaden, talk about your early times playing football and what brought you to this moment, because we have a senior-laden squad this year. There's going to be 14, 15, maybe 20 people leave this squad, and then we have a smaller junior class, and then a lot of sophomores and juniors and probably freshmen coming up, a lot of young people. You saw playing time as a sophomore, and I want you to tell a little bit about your background and what do you think prepared you to see playing time at a young age and to be doing as well as you are now.
So I think as in middle school, we would always, the number one goal was to always give it your hardest and just give it, keep going no matter what. So I feel like as my junior class, I feel like we've done that over the years. And it's just been a really big thing. Playing hard will get you a lot of things and get you a lot of places.
And so let's go to the Booker T game. That's tough on the field. You're a junior. You're a leader on the squad. What's going through your head? How do you motivate the players around you?
Really, you just gotta, I don't even know, man. You just gotta stay in the moment, keep everybody hyped. When the bad play comes around, you gotta pick everybody back up, tell them they're still doing good, and they'll get the next one. That's really all.
So in your career as a Shawnee Wolf, do you have a moment that stands out that kind of epitomizes how you would like to see your play on the field? Is there something in which you went, yeah, that's me right there?
Honestly, I wouldn't say there's like a specific play, but I liked Ardmore a lot because they had me in the back there linebacker, and I like to just see things and hit things, so that's just how it is.
Well, we'll see more of that, I'm sure, in the next 15, 20 games as you continue your career here at Shawnee. And, Coach, congratulations on another great choice. MVP for the Booker T. Washington game, we got junior Jaden Smith. Anything else you'd like to add, Coach?
No, I just hope the young guys realize that Jaden really showed his stripes last year on JV. You know, he stood out and was a quality player on Monday nights and made us have to find playing time for him on Friday nights, and that's the right way to do it. You know, just find your role, play hard at it, get noticed, and then eventually you progress. And now he's a guy we can really count on week in and week out on Friday nights. Really works hard at trying to keep his grades up and doing the right thing in school. So he's a good example for a lot of young guys on how to do it.
So, Coach, you know, in the first segment I mentioned we're all after state titles. You come from a pedigree with state titles. I know that that's your goal here, to create a program like that. How important is it that we have people like Jaden, in which he talked about just 100% effort all the time?
It's key. You know, it's key to success. And one thing about Jaden is he doesn't quit. He doesn't give up. Even if he's struggling, he still put forth effort day in, day out, practice time. And so through injury or through being hurt, still gives a lot of credit. And so we need kids like that in order for us to accomplish and be the type of program we want.
And that's the direction we're going. That's what we're going to fulfill. And we want to thank BB Woodworks and Hardesty's Meat and Deli for sponsoring the MVP, the player of the game, each and every week. Jaden, you and your family are going to enjoy a meat pack from Hardesty's, and you'll probably get another poster, dude. We'll posterize you some more.
I think I'm going to put that one in my room this time.
All right. We are back at St. Benedict's. Coach Madonna with your coaches, MVP. Tell us who this is and why.
This is number 6 in the program, number 1 in your hearts, Zyron Campbell. Really stepped up, been a leader for us this year offensively. Hadn't had the stats that maybe a typical quarterback would like, but he just kept plugging along, kept getting better, and it finally came to head Friday night in Coweta, where he was 189 yards passing, a 65% completion rate, throwing touchdown and a rushing touchdown.
Congratulations, Zyron. Last week, how did it feel being out there leading the team?
I mean, it feels good all the time leading them. I mean, just like every other week, I want to go out there and lead them, and that's what I step up and do.
So from game 1 through game 6 last week, where do you think your greatest improvement has come?
Like which game, would you say?
Sure, yeah. What do you feel is your best game?
I definitely wouldn't say Booker T, so. We did pretty good against the Cardinals.
Yeah, against East Central.
So, I mean, I feel like the most against them, so I would say the Cardinals.
Yeah. And so when you're back in that pocket and you're looking over the field, who are you looking for? What are you looking for out there?
You know, I'm always looking for 1 or 2, 4, or 20.
Those are your guys.
My main
first.
3. Yeah. But then I go to Ramel, Jay Hunt.
So you like them all?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Tell me about handing that ball off and seeing that hole for Dietrich. Did you think anybody was going to be catching him? Run me through that play, what you saw when Dietrich went through there for 85 yards.
I mean, I gave it to him and then just kept carrying out my fake to the outside, and I was like, is he gone? Is he gone? It kept going, and I was like, oh, he's gone. So I had to go catch him. I had to go down there and celebrate.
So some say Dietrich's the fastest on the team. Is that true?
I would say so far he has shown he's the fastest.
Coach, talk about your quarterback and tell us how impressed you are with his improvement through the year.
I'm super impressed. You know, he had a really good summer throwing the football 7-on-7. We actually went to Coweta for a 7-on-7 tournament, and he had a great day. You know, threw for a bunch of touchdowns, limited his turnovers. Going from last year into this year, our goal was for him to protect the football better and not turn it over, and he's really done that. Now he's starting to use his legs. He's starting to run more, escape the pocket properly, keeping his eyes downfield, and he's delivering good footballs. You know, he's continuing to grow each week. And so that's what makes me the most proud is that he's continuing to get better each week. He's not satisfied. He's not plateauing. And so we look for him to continue to do that as we play tougher and tougher teams later in the year. You know, we're going to have to throw and catch the ball down the field in order to beat those teams. And I'm excited about the opportunities that will present itself for him.
On schedule, Zyron Campbell, our MVP in the Coweta game. A shout out to Zyron's mom and Rufus, his dad, helping me to be able to say your name. This young man, I'm very impressed in his maturity, in his character that I have seen grow over the last year that I've gotten to know Zyron a little bit better. I'll be working on that. That's what I get to work on. All right, my man?
Thanks.
Congratulations, our MVP for the Coweta game, Zyron Campbell. Good choice, Coach.
Thank you. Go Wolves.
Coach Jason Madonna. Coach, first of all, great victory against Edison last week.
Thank you. Yeah, it really shows the maturity of our program, taking the next step and being able to go handle a large victory like that on the road, handle it with class and do the right thing, and then big district victory, especially on the road, which has been tough for us in recent history. So very proud of the young man, the way they performed, coaching staff, the way they put the game plan together. So overall, it was a nice evening.
Well, I'll tell you, a two-way player, is special, but when you got a three-way player, you're just waiting for them to be an MVP. And this young man that you get to introduce has been MVP status about every game this year. And by three-way, I mean special teams, offense, and defense, all three components of the game.
Dietrich Beavers. Now, he's a big part of what we got going on here, not only on the field, but off the field with his leadership. And he always brings a positive energy to the room. Sometimes maybe too much goofiness, but he always makes everybody smile. And then his production on the field, I think a lot of people take it for granted because of his stature, and they don't realize how tough he is, and so he's able to kind of hide behind those linemen and then burst out. And then on defense, he's not scared to go make a tackle. He's my wife's Grandpa Jack is his favorite player, so he asks me about him every week and wants to see him be successful, so I almost feel pressure to give him the ball. No, I'm just kidding, but no, man, he's an outstanding young man, makes good grades, multi-sport athlete, so he's second fastest person in his family in the high school. Sister is a state qualifier in track, so no, just kidding. But no, Dietrich Beavers absolutely deserving of being the MVP last week. Got right over 1,000 yards rushing on the season, and to do that in 8 games is a huge accomplishment, big testament to the relationship he's built with the offensive line, and then not only that, but what he can do catching the ball out of the backfield, and then how he helps us defensively on special teams. So.
Special human being we get to sit next to today. And Dietrich, first of all, I'm going to allow you to respond. It sounded like Coach said you like to hide behind the offensive line. You don't do any hiding, do you?
Nah, I don't do no hiding.
How do you feel as you step up there? Because he's got a great point. It's hard for you to be tracked from the defensive side. How do you use that offensive line to your advantage?
Yeah, just waiting behind them, letting them finish all their blocks, run people down the field, and just keep running behind them.
So your number gets called a lot in games in all different aspects of the game. What's your favorite part of playing football, and tell us why?
Just being able to go out there and have fun, just fly around. It's contact. I like it.
You like contact?
Yeah.
Well, you amaze me sometimes, and let's get to a number that Coach just shouted out, because we haven't had a 1,000-yard rusher in a while, and we've had only a few over the last decade. When we started in the coaches show in the preseason, one of your goals was 1,000 yards, and I said, was it rushing or was that? And you were like, all purpose. I want to get over 1,000. I almost got there last year.
And then I think you reset that goal, didn't you? So you busted 1,000 yards rushing. And what's that other goal we're looking for? And tell us about that.
It was 1,500 all-purpose yards.
All right. And we're getting close, aren't we?
Yeah,
And
getting close.
how does it feel when you set a goal and you're like chasing it? How does that feel right now?
It feels good. You know, it makes me go harder every game and just keep getting one step closer to it.
Now, you talked earlier, too, in the season about your family and how important they were to you. And I mentioned your brother. You know, Demetrius was a great athlete. And you talked about your relationship with your dad and how he helps you be a better football player, a better person, a better athlete. Tell us a little bit about your dad and tell us a little bit about what he means to you.
Yeah, he means a lot to me. He talks to me about football all the time. We watch football, and he used to play football himself, so I just try to take what he says and, you know, use it on the field.
So when you're the senior leader that you are now, and, you know, we got to know each other a little bit last year when you were a junior, and you were a leader on that squad as well. Where does that come from, Dee? How do you prepare yourself for a day when you know you walk into a classroom or you walk onto a field or you walk into a locker room that people are going to be looking at you as a leader?
Really, I've just been getting told my whole life, like, people watch what you do, people copy what you do, so just be a leader and lead. So that's what I've been doing ever since.
So it's a mentality.
Yeah.
Coach, any questions for Dietrich?
I don't think so. You know what? Anybody else you want to give a shout out to that has helped you along the way get to this point?
Really just my mom and really my whole family and the schools, all the teachers. You know, they're very supportive. I'll say thank you to them.
So let's get a little bit more of a shout out to your mom. It's funny that you say that because she's been kind of left out. What does your mom mean to you, man? How does she pump into your life?
Yeah, nah, she's my #1 supporter. She's everything. Even bad games, good games, she tells me I did good. And she's at every game cheering. So yeah, everything.
I love it. Well, this week we all get the privilege of being able to sit with Deet Beavers. We can call you Deet, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Love it. Dietrich Beavers, our coach's MVP of the Thomas Edison ball game.
Absolutely. Go Wolves.
We are back, and we are proud to introduce to you the MVP for the Bishop Kelly game. Coach Jason Madonna, head coach, always picking, always looking, and this week's best. Coach, tell us about this young man.
Well, first we have DeMario Joyner here, 3-year starter for us here at Shawnee, and big-time anchor for us on the defensive line, kind of a guy that we can always rely on to give his best week in and week out. Game day wise, and a guy that's really hard to block. You know, he's got a high motor, and so versus Bishop Kelly had 12 tackles, 4 tackles for a loss and a sack. And so as far as production goes, he was one of our most productive players defensively, and so we felt like he deserved the honor to be the MVP this week.
Yes, DeMario, great game. And you're averaging, I mean, you missed a game and you have over 10 sacks. So in 8 games, you have 10 plus sacks. What do you feel makes you so good at getting back there to the quarterback, my man?
Honestly, me, it's just like my defense coach says, you gotta get off the ball. The quicker you get off the ball, it's better for you. If you try to be lazy and just be slow, it's gonna push you back.
Yes. So you had a good junior year, but your senior year is really one that, Coach, would be classified as a great year for a young man with the stats that you're providing week in and week out.
Absolutely. You know, he's leading 5A in sacks right there at the top, and he's played multiple positions, inside, outside, defense tackle, defensive end. He used to be a lot bigger in stature before we got here, and then he lost a bunch of weight, and so now he's a little bit faster off the ball. But the thing about Mario is you very rarely ever hear him talk, so this interview might be the most words he's said in 2 years. But he just plays hard, man. He just shows up, and he kind of, attacks it, offensive lines with a ferocity or ferociousness that we look for, and so he's got a lot of moves. Loves to chop and rip, and really hard for high school kids to block. And so he's been a real blessing for us, and we're lucky to have him. We're lucky he's ours.
Yeah, I love the spirit about you, DeMario. It just feels good to look you in the eye and to talk to you. I didn't know that. You've always been pretty talkative. You have to have had people in your life that have influenced you to be able to advance like you have right now. Talk a little bit about some of those influencers that are so important to you in your life.
I'll probably say my number one pusher is my grandma. She don't never she always on me. Like, she probably takes my phone right now and asking where I'm at, making sure I'm at practice, making sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. It's my grandma.
Yeah.
Then I'll probably have to say my mama after that. And my number two pushers.
I got you. And doesn't that feel good to have that support and to have that accountability coming from somebody who has an undying love for you?
Yeah, most definitely it does. Feel good.
And you don't want to upset Granny. Nobody wants to upset Granny. That's for sure.
That's for sure. Coach, I'm sure that you've had a question that you've wanted to ask Mario for a while. Well, let's hear it. What would you ask Mario?
Yeah. I want to know, Mario, what's the best piece of advice you can give those young wolves watching that one day want to be like you?
One day, best thing I can give you, show up to practice. Keep showing up to practice. It's going to get hard. Going to want to quit. But you got to keep showing up and just keep going through it. I promise you. In the end, it's going to be good. Just keep showing up.
Man, that's great life lesson right there. Consistency is key. Coach, you know that. You guys learning consistency through your high school career and into your college career. How does that impact young people being consistent?
I think it's a huge lesson, especially coming out of the pandemic when the world got flipped upside its head. I think that's one of the keys that a lot of young people forget about. Sometimes you just got to show up, whether you got your best day or not. You just got to be there and give the best that you have and uplift others and put positivity in the world and let that reciprocate back into you. And I feel like this program is a tribute to that. These young men they've had so many adversity that they face and so many distractions with the tornado, with everything that's gone on. And this core group of seniors just kept showing up. They just kept showing up, kept lifting weights, kept running, kept studying, kept practicing. And now we're not experiencing, top of the world success, but for us, we're progressing as a program into the right direction. And it has a huge part to do with these young men, this senior class, and Mario being one of them.
Yes, for sure. Special senior class. And DeMario, talk a little bit about that. You've kind of grown up with these guys, all these seniors. What's the difference now than perhaps when we were struggling through the 0-13 season and, last year we were starting to get our feet underneath you? What are some of the differences that you notice now within the locker room and amongst your core leader group within your age of seniors?
I would probably have to say the maturity. Most of them back then, they used to just play around. We used to all just play around a lot. I don't think we just took it as serious as in like we wanted to win. But now, I just see that the maturity has got better. That's probably the main thing that I noticed.
That's wonderful. Now I want you to dream a little bit for us, DeMario. I asked you when you came in what your future plans are. I want you to no holds bar. What would you like to see for your future? Now that you're a senior, you're kind of stepping out into the world. What would you like to do next?
I'm hoping I get to play football next and go to college and keep playing football. That's my number one goal. I'm hoping that. And then I want to be, I don't know the name of it, something to do with the law. Something like that, but something close to that too.
So you want to further your education and go on and play football, and then you want to have a profession. We just can't think of what the name of it is right now, right? Well, I love that. Okay, so if you could play football anywhere, where would you play football? Where would the next level be you playing football? Anywhere you want.
OU. Definitely OU.
I like that. Yeah.
Businesses congratulate the Wolves on making the playoffs. Pine Cliff Printers, Eric's Pharmacy, Sonic Drive-Ins, Gordon Cooper Technology Center, Hardesty Meats and Deli, Casterkey Auto Mart, Air Force One Heating and Air Conditioning, Vision Bank, Jimmy Fincher at Bunks, Shawnee Milling Company, Community Renewal, OK Classics, Everybody's Friend, Tommy Smith, The House of Flowers, Chuck Mills of Mills Machine, Sooner Stoneworks, Uplift Mentoring. ShawneeCTV is proud to bring you 21 years of Wolves football. Our community businesses congratulate the Wolves on making the playoffs. Jeff Chamblin Insurance, Sparks Heat and Air, Primrose Retirement Community, Victory Family Church, Berkshire Hathaway Benchmark Realty, First United Bank, Temple Baptist Church, Watson and Sons Carpet and Tile Cleaning, BB Woodworks, A&S Roofing. ShawneeCTV is proud to bring you 21 years of Wolves football.
Del City set to receive the second half kickoff from senior Rhett Neese. Wolves trail 14-0 as Del City with an offensive touchdown and a defensive touchdown. The Wolves with an interception on their side. Problem, we've had some big plays, the turnover with the interception. The 2 times we've held them on 4th down, and each time those momentum swings haven't been able to pay dividends for the Wolves offense going backwards. The Wolves coaches making some adjustments. They see some things that they like coming here into the second half, but the order of business first is to stop a potent Del City offense from getting any points here on the first possession. As he's going to the outside, that's going to be not taken out of bounds, as the Wolves thought he was out of bounds, I think, as Lance Williams, you'll see it about the 30-yard line. It looks like Lance tries to get him out of bounds here, but I guess he just pushes him and he stays in bounds. And that's going to be finally brought down by Jaden Smith, all the way down to the Shawnee 37-yard line on the return. That's tough. Okay, well, the defense, it's on their plate here, that's for sure, after that long return. They come to the outside, and defense just good offensive play there, and nobody touches him on his way to the end zone. Just as the Shawnee coaches thought they saw something they liked, the Del City coaches saw some things obviously that they thought they liked, and one play, 37-yard TD, set up really by the fine return on the kick. As Del City starts off the second half with a touchdown, and they look to go up 21-0, which they do. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV.
Experience the wholesome goodness of St. Gregory's Abbey. Our monks raise healthy, pasture-raised beef free from antibiotics and hormones. Available in the Monks Marketplace inside the front monastery doors every Tuesday through Saturday.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
At McElroy and Owens Funeral Group, your loved one never leaves our care. From your first phone call at the time of loss through final resting, we are with you. Stop by McElroy and Owens for a visit today.
McGinnis is up 29-0.
We are back as the Wolves offense getting set to come back on the field. Doubly important now to get some points here early in the third and try to get some momentum going for this Wolves offense. Ramel Slaughter deep in the middle. They go off to the side. That's going to be Garrett McCurdy with a fair catch at the 34-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Wolves.
Ball fair caught at the 33-yard line. Shawnee will take over 1st and 10.
As the Wolves hustle out there, it's good to see Warrior Squire getting out there on offense. And I believe Jamar Favors has checked in at center, as the Shawnee center, starting center, sustaining an injury. Not sure the call here. Not sure why they stopped that.
Reset because the tee was still on the field. First down for the Wolves.
Get out there quick.
Passes ruled incomplete.
Got to have the blocks to make that work, and the ball gets out there, but defense on him. Second down and 10. Fleeks and Shaw. And Hunt. The give is to Beavers up the middle, and he's going to get up, going to pick up a couple of yards up to the 35-yard line. Where it'll be pickup of a yard. 3rd down and 9.
Let's get loud! Make some noise for your Eagle D!
Wolves need a big play here for a 1st down. 3 scores down. We got to be able to move the ball. Over the middle, Slaughter with the catch. It's going to be right at the marker. They mark it at the, it's going to be a yard short, as it's marked at the 38-yard line. And, I'm sorry, the 43-yard line. So a pickup of 8. They needed 9. They're a yard short. Good delivery by Zyron. Like to see that. And Lance Williams in for the punt. And that's a good one. Going to be down at the 15, where that will be first and 10 for Del City. The tackle made by the deep snapper on that. Freshman Kyle Williams.
So Del City starts again with 10:08 to go from their own 14-yard line where they marked them down. 1st and 10.
With locations in Midwest City and Norman. Our team will help you turn your setbacks and comebacks. Call 360-6764 to learn more.
Looks like Nolan Ward, starting linebacker, will take a seat for a moment. But they've had rotations out there all night. Logan Skelton trotting out there in the middle, as is Choate, DeMario Joyner, Lance Williams on that far side. And the give up the middle, looks like Ryan Hyde, Jameer Owens. They're trying to get the ball, trying to put him down. Tough run up to the 20-yard line. Pickup of 6 on the carry. The Wolves unable to bring him to the ground. As a sturdy run is what I would call that by Rickland Holmes. Yard pickup. Ryan Hyde, Jaden Smith manning the middle of that defense. Jameer Owens in there on the tackle. Another good pickup on the run. And that's what the Wolves want to do. It's the same style of offense. You got to get the running going in order to get the passing going. And that's another run of double-digit yardage. That's a 14-yard pickup and a first down for Del City. As this is that time of the game that you just kind of feel it. They could churn it for a while, keep this defense on the field. We don't want to see that. We need a big play from the defense. That's going to be dropped, and that brings up 2nd down and 10. Jaden Hunt is 13 there, the defender. Ready to make a play. They were trying to get it to Graham, the 6'1", 170-pound senior, on the outside. So it brings up 2nd and 10. The give up the middle. That's not going anywhere, as I think that was Choate. It was, as Keaton Choate puts a stop quick on that run. The big sophomore. That brings up 3rd down and 7. The ball marked at the 37. The Wolves need a no yardage gain play here to force a punt. That's a good block there by DeMario Joyner. As he gets his hand up in the face of the quarterback, knocks it away, incomplete. Good play again by the senior, DeMario Joyner. Brings up 4th down and 7. Dayshaw going back deep. Lance almost got to it. The Wolves let it bounce. It's going to go down at the 19. We'll take a break. 7:47 to go. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV. Together, we're building community one season at a time. Dayshaw in the Wildcat from our own 19-yard line. Dace takes it off the left side. He's got it around the end. Other side, Dace up to they step out of bounds. I don't see where they're marking it. They're saying he stepped out at the 34. He goes out after a pickup of 13, does Dace. That's a first down for the Wolves. Call it 14. He's closer to the 33 than the 32. And Zyron with Dietrich. He gives it to Deet. And he makes it to the outside. He'll be lucky to have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. The Wolves flags going. And that's unfortunate for the Wolves because that is a player we need backing up a player who is already out. So we're going to take a break as the Wolves going to get some flags taken care of both ways. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV.
For over 50 years, Fred's Tire and Battery has served Central Oklahoma with tires, batteries, and service for cars, trucks, and tractors. Friendly and affordable, with 2 locations in Shawnee. Fred's Tire and Battery, a name you can trust.
Discover the sweet side of Shawnee at St. Gregory's Abbey. Here our monks care for over 300 beehives and work together to package and provide pure, delicious local honey to our Shawnee neighbors.
On Benedict Street, Hardesty's Market and Deli is your go-to for all your local meat needs. It's also the perfect spot for lunch, offering your favorite local sandwiches, dips, sweets, and more. Support local. Stop by Hardesty's Market and Deli today.
A&S Roofing. Quality roofing built to last. Dedicated to high-quality work, pays attention to the details. So get started on your roofing project today with A&S Commercial and Residential Roofing and Contracting.
It's Sonic Good at all 4 of our Shawnee locations. Great food, great fun, the best hamburgers in town. Keeps everybody smiling. Parties or gatherings, there's room for everyone. It's always a good time, Sonic good time, at our Shawnee Sonic. Castor Key Auto Mart, online or in person. Castor Key Auto Mart, they're good people to deal with.
A lot of people don't know we started Eric's Pharmacy in 1995. So we've been going strong for over 29 years. We had a chance to spruce things up, put in new flooring, new shelving, and it really, really came together beautifully. We invite everyone to come by and take a look.
Air Force One Heat and Air Conditioning offers competitive pricing, licensed technicians, and over 25 years of experience. Air Force One is a hometown company. Contact Tim or Terry Muirhead with Air Force One.
Experience the wholesome goodness of St. Gregory's Abbey. Our monks raise healthy, pasture-raised beef, free from antibiotics and hormones. Available in the Monks Marketplace inside the front monastery doors every Tuesday through Saturday.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
At McElroy and Owens Funeral Group, your loved one never leaves our care. From your first phone call at the time of loss through final resting, we are with you. Stop by McElroy and Owens for a visit today.
On Benedict Street, Hardesty's Market and Deli is your go-to for all your local meat needs.
It's also the perfect spot for lunch, offering your favorite local sandwiches, dips, sweets, and more. Support local. Stop by Hardesty's Market and Deli today.
A&S Roofing. Quality roofing built to last. Dedicated to high-quality work, pays attention to the details. So get started on your roofing project today with A&S Commercial and Residential Roofing and Contracting.
All right, as things get cleared up, it was personal foul on both sides and then an unsportsmanlike conduct on the Wolves. And that's going to move us back 15 yards. I believe it'll still be second down. It's showing second down. That's Zyron in the backfield as the Wolves have a long way to go. He's looking down the sideline, and it's going to be caught by Jaden Hunt. Good catch there by Jaden. Going to be a pickup to the 23-yard line, a pickup of 6. And that brings up third down. They got to get up to the 43-yard line, so third down and 20 for the Wolves. Dayshaw on the outside. The snap is just not there. And fumble deep in the Wolves' territory, turnover, as again, just things not going the Wolves' way. Big time, another big time moment for the defense. They've stepped up all night long. Del City takes over with 6:47. Less than a minute did the offense have it. It felt like a longer time than that, but that's probably because of the extracurriculars. Ball marked on the 18, and Jaden Smith first there. They're going to take it down to about the 13, and they'll mark it at the 14. Second down and 6. The Wolves battling here. Respectability in the playoffs, first round. As again, a good Del City squad. It can get ugly very quickly, and we don't want to see that. The Wolves with a good first half, and just need to keep fighting here as they get it down to the 11. Call it the 10. That means 3rd and 2 for Del City. Jameer Owens, I'm not sure who was on the bottom of that pile. It looked like maybe Choate. Skelton in on it as well. Give up the middle, and they're going to be short by a yard as they get it down to the 9, being 4th down and 1. The Wolves have stopped them on a couple of 4th downs already. Let's see. Del City just letting the clock go. And not sure if they're sending their kicker on or what they're doing. They did make a personnel change. Doesn't look like they're going to kick it. It looks like they're going to run up to the line real quick or call a timeout. They called the timeout. We'll take it with 4:26 to play. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV. Our community businesses congratulate the Wolves on making the playoffs. Jeff Chamblin Insurance, Sparks Heat and Air, Primrose Retirement Community, Victory Family Church, Berkshire Hathaway Benchmark Realty, First United Bank, Temple Baptist Church, Watson and Sons Carpet and Tile Cleaning, BB Woodworks, A&S Roofing. ShawneeCTV is proud to bring you 21 years of Wolves football.
Discover the sweet side of Shawnee at St. Gregory's Abbey. Here our monks care for over 300 beehives and work together to package and provide pure, delicious local honey to our Shawnee neighbors.
.426, they're going for it, 4th and 1. They take it right up the gut, and they're going to make it around the corner, in for a touchdown. 9 yards out, as there you see it, the quarterback keeper, and he takes it in for the touchdown as he's able to move down the line until he has the end. And that makes it 27, and they're going for 28. After a couple of third quarter touchdowns. Up and through, 28-0 our score. We'll keep it here as the Wolves trot out. And again, more lessons to be learned. First playoff game in a while for the Wolves. And they're coming out from halftime. The seasoned Del City Eagles making the most of some Wolves mistakes and their own opportunities. And they have blown this one open to 28-0.
Located at 6,000 Tinker Diagonal. Go Eagles!
Ramel Slaughter going back deep. Here, again, we talked about it, really a character test for the players. Nothing wrong with having that go on, as that's part of why we enjoy athletics, is how we grow as players, coaches, and even the audience. Ramel deep. He's flanked by Beavers and by Shaw. It's been Garrett McCurdy on the third line down, making the last couple of fair catches. And this is going to be caught by Hunt at the 44-yard line. Jaden Hunt smartly getting his hand up there and making that catch. So the Wolves take over with 4:19 to play here in the third quarter. Good field position at their own 45-yard line. And I believe Bramlich has stepped into the center position. They've got McCurdy coming in to run the Wildcat, as Shaw trots over beside him. McCurdy takes it around the corner, tries to make one miss. Just sure tacklers on the Del City side. As they have not missed many tackles. If they got their hands on the Wolves, they've brought them down. And that was just not open this time, as McCurdy smartly kept it and picks up a yard on the scramble up to the 46-yard line. Clock continues to roll. Second down, 9. Jaden Hunt coming to the close side. Zyron Campbell with McCurdy next to him. Looks like Dietrich Beavers in the slot. The give to McCurdy, and he's going to go down at the 49-yard line, so a pickup of 3.
Number 54, Tank Goodman on the stop.
Rosario Serena has checked in on the offensive line. As I see Chuffy still out there, I do think Bramlett is the one who's snapping. He is. Jaquan Evans still out there, as well as Chuffy Waldron. I'll get the other one in a moment for you. Zyron had it pop out of his hand when he was looking to throw. And that's going to be another sack back to the 43-yard line. As, gotta love the Del City announcer, he gets into it. Doing his best to make it fun for the Del City fans. Again, a good Shawnee contingent out here. As many, if not more, Shawnee on the Shawnee side than on the Del City side. Like to see that in support of this football squad. Great senior class. Really had a tumultuous 4 years. That snap over the head of the punter. And that's going to give another short field. Another short field for the Eagles. With 1:51 to go before the end of the quarter. This quarter has been a quarter that many of the Wolves would probably like to just do over or forget. Going to start on the Shawnee 19-yard line. And they go up the middle. They get it down to the 15, pickup of 4. Let's see who that tackle is. I think it was Jaden Smith. Ryan High, Jaden Smith in there for the tackle. Again, it's at the 15, so clock continues to roll. McCurdy on the defense takes him out. It is complete, though, inside the 10, so enough for a first down. They're going to mark it at the 7 on the completion. First and goal to go for the Eagles. To the outside, a lot of Wolves out there. And that came in a spot which usually means face mask on the tackle. We'll see. As the quarterback running up there. Ryan had the tackle. He had him wrapped up around the head. Holding on Del City, that'll move him back. We like to see that. Didn't look like to me that Ryan had the face mask. So glad to see him moving him back. 17 to the 17-yard line.
It's going to move the Eagles back to the 17-yard line. First and goal to go from the 17.
is the call, as we're under a minute to go here before the end of the third. Going to be motion, and that should go against Del City back to the 22-yard line, where it's 1st and goal. And one more play before the quarter should expire as it counts down. The give over to the right side. Day Shaw coming up to try to put the hold on him, and he does, as they take him out at the 19-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the quarter. You're watching Wolves Athletics on ShawneeCTV. Together, Shawnee, all of us, we're building community one season at a time. It's Sonic Good at all 4 of our Shawnee locations. Great food, great fun, the best hamburgers in town. Keeps everybody smiling. Parties or gatherings, there's room for everyone. It's always a good time, Sonic good time, at our Shawnee Sonic.
Castor Key Auto Mart, online or in person. Castor Key Auto Mart, they're good people to deal with.
A lot of people don't know we started Eric's Pharmacy in 1995. So we've been going strong for over 29 years. We had a chance to spruce things up, put in new flooring, new shelving, and it really, really came together beautifully. We invite everyone to come by and take a look.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. It's going to make it 3rd down and goal to go from the 19-yard line, as Del City unable to make that connection. It's inside the 19, on the 18, actually, we'll call it. Agree with the scoreboard. As it's 4th quarter, so use the text line and text in your MVP. The BB Woodwork text line. Quarterback Shifty. The Wolves trying to get that ball. They're going to bring him down at the 9. Pickup of 9 on the rush. That's going to be 4th down and goal to go from the 9-yard line. Overton, the quarterback, just a freshman out there, doing well. He's got some moves. They're going to bring in the kicker and go for 3, which I think definitely wise in high school football. Give your kicker every opportunity that you can. So 4th and goal from the 9. It's up, and it's good. The field goal by Tony Rios, senior kicker, as the Wolves trail with 10:43 to go in the ballgame, 31-0. Air Force One Heat and Air Conditioning offers competitive pricing, licensed technicians, and over 25 years of experience. Air Force One is a hometown company. Contact Tim or Terry Muirhead with Air Force One.
Experience the wholesome goodness of St. Gregory's Abbey. Our monks raise healthy, pasture-raised beef free from antibiotics and hormones. Available in the Monks Marketplace inside the front monastery doors every Tuesday through Saturday.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
3 minutes and 8 seconds come off that clock on the scoring drive. The field goal, 5 plays, only 10 yards. As Del City churns the clock, 10:43 to go here in the ball game. They've been pretty consistent on how they've kicked the ball. This is a different kicker, though, than they normally have, I think. And that kick is going to go a little bit sideways. Caught by McCurdy. Takes it up the sideline to about the 33-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Wolves.
Ball's marked at the 33-yard line of Shawnee. Pressure over 1st and 10.
.34, they mark it. 1st and 10. Again, Bramlett in there at center. The give to Beavers as he punches it to the outside, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Picks up, let's see when they mark it. He's going to pick up 1 to the 35.
We'll have our senior circle tonight after the game. Seniors will be allowed on.
Have some new faces out there on offense. Warrior Squires back out there, as is Sereno. Up the middle to Dietrich, brought down as soon as he got it. It's going to be marked down at the 33, a loss of 2. Diet has had nowhere to run tonight.
56. And Freeman.
Rosario Serena, I think I've mentioned him a few times. Trying to get them all out there. Warrior Squire is on the close tackle side. Serena is filling in for Bramlett on the guard. Chuffy Waldron on the close side. Jaquan Evans on the other side of Serena. Zyron gets it up. Hunt unable to bring it in. That was 3rd and 11, and it falls incomplete. Clock stops. That's unfortunate for the defense with 9:46 to go. Good kick by Lance. And McCurdy catches it out of reaction, I'm sure. He probably would have liked to have let that keep bouncing, as it was going the right direction. But McCurdy, just with the reaction, caught it. Right there, he's probably wondering, why did I catch that? But that's what athletes do. If a ball is in the air by them, they catch it. Have some defensive substitutions out there as well. So I see Xavier Scott. Good to see him out there. Ramel Slaughter's back out. Jaden Hunt is trotting off as Xavier Scott going to take that cornerback position. Dace Shaw still back deep. They get it outside, and that has a lot of space. Dace slows him down enough for them to stop it. Just didn't have the contain there that they needed. And again, Dace got his hands on him. If he doesn't break through all of those blockers, they had a wall set up. So fortunate for the Wolves, Dace is out there. As that's going up the middle. A lot of Wolves there. Gonna pull them down. Ryan High comes away with the football, but they're saying they blew it dead. Certainly could have. Don't know when Ryan got it. So it'll be second down from the 28. Pickup of 5. And the clock rolls. Owens chasing. He gets him. Causes a bad pass. That's Jameer Owens. And it's going to be extracurricular after the play. Flag on the Wolves. That is going to be a call on the Wolves, unfortunately, but maybe something was said, maybe use the player to help himself up. A 15-yard penalty. Takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Penalty was on the Wolves. With the yardage, it's going to make it 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
First down from the
1st and 10 from the 15.
From the 14, so give off the right side and a lot of momentum heading towards the goal line. Wolves got the ball. Dace Shaw got the ball as he runs down the sideline. Dace Shaw up to the 40, down to the 27-yard line. Dace Shaw takes it back to the 27-yard line on the fumble recovery as Dace takes the ball from the runner as you watch here, he's going to turn around with it and pull it out as he takes it. And the gentleman that catches him is very fast. That's what I would say. As catches him from behind, but Dace with a great play as the defense has been trying to strip the ball like that. You can tell for the last number of plays as Shawnee takes over at the 29 with 7:35 to play. And Jaden Hunt with another catch.
Pass is complete down to the 21, second down.
So they're down to the 22 after that first down reception. The give is to Beavers, and he's going to be swallowed up. Just going nowhere on that right side.
Stopped in the backfield, loss of 1, third down.
So the loss makes it third down, back at the 23-yard line. They got to get 4 for the first. Come on, Wolves. And he's hit as soon as he gets the ball. There's nothing that Deke can do. You know he's frustrated as there's just on him as soon as he gets the ball. So another big loss back to the 27-yard line. And it's 4th and 8. Look for Jaden Hunt here, maybe Ramel Slaughter. We got Fleeks out there as well. In the slot, I believe, is Garrett McCurdy. And Zyron going under center. Maybe clock is running. Maybe they call a timeout. That's what's going to happen. Timeout called. We'll take it. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV.
At McElroy and Owens Funeral Group, your loved one never leaves our care. From your first phone call at the time of loss through final resting, we are with you. Stop by McElroy and Owens for a visit today.
On Benedict Street, Hardesty's Market and Deli is your go-to for all your local meat needs. It's also the perfect spot for lunch, offering your favorite local sandwiches, dips, sweets, and more. Support local. Stop by Hardesty's Market and Deli today.
A&S Roofing. Quality roofing built to last. Dedicated to high-quality work, pays attention to the details. So get started on your roofing project today with A&S Commercial and Residential Roofing and Contracting.
Remember to text your player of the game to BB Woodworks text line there at the bottom of your screen. We will talk with Coach Madonna after the game. 5:39, 4th down for the Wolves offense. Got to get 7 as Zyron has nowhere to go. And that's gonna do it. At the 34-yard line, the Wolves turn it over on downs. Back to Del City. Just unable to get anything going tonight. Offensively. Defense, fantastic first half. And they've just been out there a long time. A lot of good field position for the opposition here in the second half. A lot of good field position. Defense has been solid pretty much all night long. McCurdy chasing. And Shaw protecting that sideline. As
How come you didn't call that one, Rap?
Ball marked at the 42-yard line. Second and short, please.
After the run, it's 2nd down and 2, a short 2. From the 42. Go over the middle. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2. Clock stops, 5:18 with the incompletion. Wolves faithful stayed strong through the night. Yes. Gonna see it to the end here. Love to see the offense get another opportunity to make something happen. They go off the right side. DeMario Joyner has him. I think they stopped him short. Gonna depend. The far side is moving him down. DeMario had a shot. Oh, and he knows it. He's upset about that. That's DeMario, man. He's a fighter all the way. So on 3rd and short, they make it up to the 44-yard line for another Del City 1st down. That's speed now. You see that speed. They get it and go. Down to the 43-yard line of Shawnee. A pickup of 13 and another 1st down. Daniels. It's Palmer on the reception, I'm sorry. Xavier Scott on the stop. Again, another 1st down. And the Wolves got to make that tackle. They're strong runners. Down to the 35-yard line, pickup of 8. That's off-season conditioning for the Wolves there, as get bigger and get stronger, and that happens in the off-season. And the off-season workouts that have been implemented here with this coaching staff will help with that, as we've seen big improvement over the last couple of years. They look over the middle, going deep. Good defensive pressure there. I believe that was McCurdy or Scott. I think that was Xavier Scott on the defense. Brings up, again, 3rd down and 2. This is where they were last time. Last 3rd down a moment ago. Wolves almost stopped them after the incompletion. Let's see if we can get it done this time. Push him to a 4th down. Up the middle. He's going to get the 1st down. And it's marked at the 31-yard line. And a 1st down for the Eagles. And that'll pretty much do it if the Eagles wanted to, as they can run the clock down and just run a few plays. And it will be close to 0 at that point if they just keep it on the ground and inbounds. Not sure why there's not delay of game. And this time they're going to move them back 5 yards on delay of game. So they'll go back to the 36-yard line. They start the clock. I'm not sure why they start the clock after a delay of game. I would think that you could just go backwards the whole quarter if you wanted to, if that be the case. That makes no sense whatsoever. Going to be a timeout called by Del City with 1:12. We'll take a final timeout. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV. Together we're building community one season at a time.
For over 50 years, Fred's Tire and Battery has served Central Oklahoma with tires, batteries, and service for cars, trucks, and tractors. Friendly and affordable, with 2 locations in Shawnee. Fred's Tire and Battery, a name you can trust.
Discover the sweet side of Shawnee at St. Gregory's Abbey. Here our monks care for over 300 beehives and work together to package and provide pure, delicious local honey to our Shawnee neighbors.
It's Sonic Good at all 4 of our Shawnee locations. Great food, great fun, the best hamburgers in town. Keeps everybody smiling. Parties or gatherings, there's room for everyone. It's always a good time, Sonic good time, at our Shawnee Sonic. First down as Ryan High chases the runner out of bounds. Here you'll see him jetting by Jaden Smith there trying to catch him, and Ryan High is the one who ultimately gets him out there with McCurdy. And it was enough for a first down, but flag on the play, and I believe that's going to be illegal motion. It's going to move them back 10 to the 46-yard line. And let's see what they do with the clock. Clock currently stopped at 1:04. So first and a long way to go for Del City. We will talk with Coach Madonna on the field after the game, and that'll be on a separate stream, so stay with us. As Choate with another tackle. He's been in on a lot tonight. As the Wolves watching the clock tick away. There's about a 20-second difference between the clock, the play clock, and the game clock. So one more play will have to be run. Gain of 1 on that run. Play given over the right side. Come on, Wolves. You got to tackle him. Come on, Wolves. Get him out of bounds. Come on. He goes out of bounds at the 1. Didn't get in. Flag down late.
Ball down at the 1, penalty flag on the play.
9 seconds to go. That's going to be a horse collar tackle. You can't do that. But didn't want to let him score there. Don't want to let him score here, of course. They're moving it back. Maybe there's holding on the play. That's awesome. As
ball marked at the 20.
So that the ball is going to be brought back to the 32 after the penalty, and that's where the game is going to end. 31-0 our score. Congratulations to the Wolves, and thank you, community, for backing the Wolves football program this year. We had a lot of fun bringing it to you for all of ShawneeCTV. Jared Gillum, Gavin Cooper, Carson Wingo, Ben Campbell, Sean Gillum, and myself tonight, we thank you for tuning in and watching Shawnee High School Athletics on ShawneeCTV. Together, Shawnee, all of us, we're building community one season at a time. Good night, everybody, from Del City.